Did you know that in ancient times, many women in Esht faced immense pressure to abandon their faith due to cultural and societal expectations? It's a fascinating part of history that not many people talk about. Stay with me, you'll want to see the twist in this final chapter. Esht, a city in ancient Philistia, was a melting pot of cultures and religions. The city was known for its strategic location, which made it a hub for trade and commerce. But beneath its thriving economy, Esht's cultural and religious landscape was complex. Many women in Esht were expected to conform to certain norms and traditions, which often meant abandoning their faith. This was a common phenomenon that had significant impacts on the lives of these women. One such woman was Rachel, who grew up in a traditional family in Esht. She was expected to marry within her faith and follow the customs of her community. But Rachel had other plans. She was drawn to the teachings of other religions and eventually decided to leave her faith. Her decision was met with resistance from her family, who felt she was betraying their traditions. Rachel's story is just one example of the many women who have left their faith in Esht. Another woman, Leah, had a similar experience. She was raised in a devout family but began to question her faith as she grew older. Leah felt stifled by the expectations placed upon her and eventually decided to explore other spiritual paths. Her journey was not easy, and she faced challenges from her community, who saw her as a rebel. Despite these obstacles, Leah remained committed to her newfound beliefs. Then there's Mitchell, who was born into a family of mixed faith. Her parents had different spiritual backgrounds, and Mitchell struggled to find her place within their community. As she grew older, Mitchell began to drift away from her faith, seeking a more inclusive and accepting environment. Her decision was met with sadness from her family, who felt she was losing touch with her heritage. The turning point for these women came when they realized that their decisions would have significant life changes. Rachel had to navigate a new social circle. Leah had to deal with the loss of her family's support, and Mitchell had to find a new sense of belonging. These changes were not easy, and the women faced emotional and societal impacts as a result of their choices. The emotional toll of their decisions was high. Rachel felt a deep sense of loss, Leah experienced feelings of guilt, and Mitchell struggled with anxiety. Their families and communities also felt the impact of their decisions. Some family members felt betrayed, while others were supportive. The community's reaction was mixed, with some people viewing the women's decisions as a threat to tradition. The reactions from their families were varied. Rachel's family eventually came to accept her decision, while Leah's family struggled to understand her choice. Mitchell's family was supportive, but her community was more resistant. The broader implications of these women's choices were significant, highlighting the tension between faith and personal choice in Esht. The implications of these stories go beyond the individual experiences of these women. They highlight the complex relationship between faith and personal choice in Esht. The stories also show that the decision to abandon one's faith is not taken lightly and can have significant emotional and societal impacts. Reflecting on these stories, we can see that the decision to abandon one's faith is a personal and complex issue. It's a choice that requires courage and resilience. The stories of Rachel, Leah, and Mitchell offer valuable insights into the experiences of women who have left their faith in Esht. These stories also raise important questions about the role of faith in our lives. How do we balance our personal beliefs with the expectations of our families and communities? What happens when we choose to leave our faith? And how do we navigate the consequences of that choice? The dialogue about faith and personal choice in Esht is ongoing. It's a conversation that requires empathy, understanding, and respect. By listening to the stories of women like Rachel, Leah, and Mitchell, we can gain a deeper understanding of the complex issues at play. As we conclude, I encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you or someone you know experienced a similar situation? How did you navigate the challenges that came with it? Your insights and experiences can help shed more light on this important topic. If you're interested in exploring more stories about faith and identity, be sure to check out our next video, where we delve into the experiences of individuals who have navigated complex spiritual landscapes. Thanks for watching.